It may have been a while, but Willow and Warwick Davis are back on our screens. It's time to talk about Disney Plus's reboot of the classic 80s movie.
You think you know what is real and what isn't. What is light? What is dark? Now, forget all you know. Come with me. Willow.
Hello and welcome to Screen OD, a channel for people who love TV, movies and streaming. My name's Tim. I'm an editor and a journalist who's been writing and talking about the media industry for more than 15 years, which may seem like a long time, but it's nothing compared to the amount of time that Willow fans have been waiting for more. Well, Willow and Disney Plus have now come up with the goods. It was 1988 that Ron Howard made the classic fantasy film, but now here we go with a Disney Plus TV series based on the Willow story.
Willow, I was told that once long ago you defeated the forces of evil.
You remind me of your mother.
My dear friend, I thought I could prevent all this. I was wrong.
My brother was abducted. The world needs you again. It needs your magic.
Follow me.
Now, some might think that Willow is a strange choice for Disney Plus to turn into a TV series. Now, the 1988 fantasy film has a massive cult following. It's one of those films that people who love it really love it, but actually in the scheme of things, and certainly when we think about George Lucas and Lucasfilm coming off the back of Star Wars and Ron Howard and many of the films that he's directed, which have been really huge successes in their own right, Willow is probably at the lower end of a lot of those in the sense of success commercially and success as a kind of film that stood out amongst films. However, it is one that has always had a loyal following and one that really does have a story that is enchanting and beautiful and great and fun, and that's something that I think is sometimes missing from fantasy, and perhaps that's something that Disney Plus have seen here in this show.
We must go beyond the edge of our world, into the unknown.
Willow!
I need your help.
Just like old times. Attack! Running! Horses! Mayhem! Mayhem! Happy to see it.
Because fantasy is the bait that has been used on the hook of streaming services in 2022 to get people to come in. This is a very hot genre right now, and it's something that's being made again and again. However, the fantasy that's been made, and the two biggest examples this year are HBO and HBO Max's Game of Thrones prequel, House of the Dragon. This is a series that is quite serious. This is a series that is quite dark. This is a series that has lots in it which isn't particularly family friendly, just like Game of Thrones that went before it. And yes, it is different to Game of Thrones, but there is a lot in that show which feels like it is heavyweight. And you carry that with you as the viewer. On the other side of the coin, and on the other channel of the streamers, you have Prime Video, Amazon's streaming service, who have bet a lot of money. By all accounts, it's the most expensive TV show ever made on the Lord of the Rings franchise, The Rings of Power, their series, which actually I think is okay. But again, this is kind of high fantasy, serious. This is, and you know, fans have been a bit divided on this one, but it's not lightweight. It's not a show that you go into without really going in with 2 feet committed. Now, I think with Disney Plus, here what they've done with Willow is they found something that's charming, that's funny, and is kind of something that's suitable for a new generation of fantasy fans who perhaps don't have any preconceptions of Willow. And that's why this works.
Our true enemy is still out there, rallying the forces of evil. And the only thing standing in its path is us.
I'm going to enjoy this.
If you're thinking what I'm thinking, so am I.
I doubt that very much. Take him to my tent and make sure he's tied up.
I don't know. See, that kind of sounds like we're on the same page.
What's great about this one is that at the heart of it is still Warwick Davis, who is Willow and is fantastic once again in his portrayal of this character. Now, his character has moved on and is living a relatively quiet life at the beginning of this series before, and this is what's really nice about it. You've kind of got a next generation of characters who are going to take this story forward. It's a complete ensemble cast of people, and of course, things aren't going to stay quiet for Willow. Willow because there are people who need his help, because there are dark forces at work, and this is fantasy. And when there are dark forces at work, there is going to need to be some form of quest and series of battles in order to stop those dark forces in their track. And this has all of that for you.
When I was a kid, I used to play at being a sorcerer, visiting strange worlds, fighting monsters. Never thought I'd actually really do it. What the hell is that?
This series of Willow is like a love letter to the original movie, but also it's unapologetically old-fashioned in its fantasy appeal, but somehow will appeal to a younger generation. This is a show that has got kind of quite cheesy charm to it. This is a show that has an easy charm to it. It's a show that's witty, that's got comedy, but also has action, adventure, swashbuckling, daring do. This is a show that will make you smile. You can't help but enjoy the moments, the silly moments, the fun moments, the action moments. This is the kind of thing that you just want to throw on and let the world come to you.
Trolls. I'm so miffed.
The young cast in this do really bring alive the spirit of Willow, and there are some fantastic performances from the likes of Tony Revolori, Ellie Bamber, Ruby Cruz, Erin Kellyman, Dempsey Bryk. There are lots and lots of individually great performances which collectively are a fantastic kind of new generation of Willow stars. But also, as well as the return of Warwick Davis in the title role, you have Joanne Whaley back in the TV series, who was in the original film, who is back as Sorsha, which will please original movie fans.
We have to hurry.
How will you defeat us?
Same as last time. With my friends.
Sadly for Willow fans, Val Kilmer wasn't able to be involved in this series as perhaps anyone would have liked, including him. His character of Mad Martigan isn't in the series on screen, or certainly not in the first parts of the series, although there are hints of more to come from someone who the producers and everyone around the show has said very much remains part of the Willow family. You get the feeling that more than 30 years on from the original film and now in TV form, Willow may have found a completely new life, and this could be the start of a much longer journey than we see in the TV series. If you like fantasy and if you like fun, I recommend you go and try Willow on Disney Plus right now. Thanks so much for watching the review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not hit that like button? And don't forget to subscribe to Screen OD. We'll see you again very soon.